Hi, I'm Cricket Gartrell, and my husband and I moved to Dewey in January with our two dogs, and the house was nice. However, the yard was quite wild and a lot of natural debris in the yard that I didn't like, that was kind of counter to the dogs. And the fence wasn't in super good shape either. And so we knew that we wanted to spend money on landscaping, and we had 3 quotes. Yapapai was right in the mix. They actually, with what I call my bonuses, they were the cheapest. But the thing that really set me to pick Yapapai was several things. One was I didn't have a strong idea of what I wanted in the way of design, because this is my first time living in sort of a high desert climate. And so I didn't quite have a sense, but the team that came had a really good sense. They had good ideas and they walked me through that. I liked that. Yapapai could meet the schedule that I wanted, which I wanted it done immediately. They were able to make that happen for me. And the improvement in the yard is top notch, right? There were things, one, we extended the yard by about 5 feet, and they put a no climb fence in with the guard for the snakes or critters. The dogs absolutely love the AstroTurf. They're able to run, it's an L-shaped yard, and they're able to run from one corner to the other corner and just have a fabulous time. The fire pit, we haven't taken advantage of that yet, but I love the pad for the fire pit. And a couple of other things that I felt like made Yapapai top notch in my mind was that our septic tank has access holes in the middle of our yard. And Yapapai did an amazing job of building an area around so that we still have access, but it's completely hidden. You don't really even know where the access points are, but yet it's still very accessible. And that was top notch to me. And they did that in a way on their own. It wasn't something that I had to direct them to say, please do a really nice job, we'll need to have access. So one of the other reasons that I liked Yapapai is the designers, RJ and Mario. They would come to the house and we would work through, and they would walk the yard with me. I didn't know exactly what I wanted, but they got a sense of who I was and so how we planned to use the yard. And so what they did was offer up options, and those options made real good sense to me. And so that was very beneficial, because if you don't know what you want, you kind of are a little bit lost, but they did an excellent job of helping me, and the end result is beautiful. Would I recommend Yapapai? I actually did this morning. I was at the dog park with my dogs, and a woman was indicating that she needed some landscaping, that they moved to the area in that neighborhood, and I said, oh, well, I could recommend Yapapai because their team was excellent. The 2 designers, because I said again to her that I didn't know exactly what I wanted, but they helped me work through some ideas that would make the yard functional based on how we plan to use the yard, and that they met my schedule and the price, and the crew was really good to work with. So I would recommend them, and actually did today.